Hey River Church, welcome to Lenten Lunch. My name is Lisa Gillespie Robb, and a little bit about myself. I am a wife, I am a mother of 2 teenagers, and I am a mental health counselor with a private practice in Wexford. I am also a travel agent. Today I'm going to be talking about Luke 27 through 32. And this is a story of Matthew, the tax collector. Many of you may be familiar with it. And we're just going to get right into it. So after this, Jesus went out and saw a tax collector by the name of Levi sitting at his tax booth. "Follow me," Jesus said to him. And Levi got up, left everything, and followed him. Then Levi held a great banquet for Jesus at his house, and a large crowd of tax collectors and others were eating with them. But the Pharisees and the teachers of the law who belonged to their sect complained to his disciples, "Why do you eat and drink with tax collectors and sinners?" Jesus answered them, "It's not the healthy who need a doctor, but the sick. I have not come to call the righteous, but the sinners for repentance." So Levi becomes Matthew, which means a gift from God. So I'm going to refer to him from here on out as Matthew. And at that time, the tax collectors were the most despised people of anyone. They were social and religious outcasts. And many of them were greedy and they would collaborate with the Romans, but they were all Jews who actually worked for the Romans. So they didn't identify with the Jews. They weren't accepted by them. They were despised by them as well. And they were looked down upon by the Romans. So Matthew was essentially an island, probably a really lonely guy sitting in his booth with people dreading coming to see him each day. When Jesus walks by with his disciples and says, "Follow me," he leaves everything, gets up, and just follows Jesus and becomes one of the 12 disciples. So Jesus recognizes that Matthew needs a friend and that he needs someone, and he accepts him, and he wants to be with him, and he wants to be in his company. And so later that night, they have the banquet, and he invites his fellow tax collectors to join them. So it is a group of the bad people. And the Pharisees, seeing this, that Jesus is hosting this, say, "Why do you eat and drink with these sinners?" And Jesus answered, "It is not the healthy that need a doctor, but the sick." So from this, everything that I get from this is basically recognizing the lonely and the sad and helping them and reaching out to them. And then the example that Matthew gives by just leaving everything and following Jesus wholeheartedly and trusting him and being a part of something where you can be loved and adored and appreciated for exactly who you are. And with the Pharisees, them being so judgmental, and so it's a lesson in that, not to be judgmental, but to be selfless and to look at people with love and acceptance, and to also always help those in need. Those in need are the ones that are sinners. There are different forms of Levi's in our culture today. And in this time, in this difficult time we're living in, there are many people who are lonely and that need help, but that don't reach out. I'm fortunate in my profession, by the time they come to me for counseling, they do need help and I can help them. And so this is just a great lesson in humanity. And there's so many little sub-lessons along with it. But I think the main point is following Jesus wholeheartedly and accepting what he has to give to us, which is help, guidance, wisdom, peace, joy, love, riches from heaven, strength, the power, and so on. Endless gifts and blessings that we receive from God. So I thank you for joining us today for Lenten Lunch, And I hope that I inspired you to go out and help people and to keep your eye open for those in need, because there's a lot of it at this point in our lives. And God bless you, and I wish you the very best day today. Thank you.